beautiful South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Miami Dolphins. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Let's go.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Look at me.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And a short pickup to about the 25.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Lawrence. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
This defense for the Chiefs, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Right back to him on 1st down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Lawrence to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
X3, 218, hey, high 7. Hey, Delta. Go. 5. Bravo. Hey, exit.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Hey, Alpha.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Play action, now it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And got his man, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it to slot receivers? They're the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
First carry now for David Montgomery. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The Dolphins at 4-3, a game over 500. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them, and I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind him. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit, or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They go play action. Now Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's caught at the 25.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
This is Shenault on the receiving end. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They go play fake. Mahomes out to his left. That's caught at the 1. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it's such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Laviska Shenault halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely, no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
And now they'll run it here off tackle. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, Haywood! Hey, you! Hit.
Lawrence will throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for 2.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside.
fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And it's fielded at the 34. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Dolphin football.
On the ready.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
And he lost the football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
And this will be caught by his big wide receiver.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this 3rd down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
This will be caught at about the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And when you run a drag route like this down near the goal line, you're hoping maybe you get an inadvertent pick to set your man free. A lot of people call them natural screens, but this was well defense, and they stopped him for just a short gain.
Hey, Charlie!
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On now the Miami field goal unit. He hit his first, this one from 38. And his kick is indeed good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Lawrence. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Going right side here, and that's complete. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 14. A gain there of 21 yards. Of note, that last throw right there, putting him over 3,000 yards passing now for the year.
And when you start running the numbers in your head and realize that we're not halfway done with the season.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball here.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 2. So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
now they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And some space here. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
Go!
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And some room to run now. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 30-yard line. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 12 at the 32-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That was all great until the final act, able to scramble, get the first, but he couldn't hang on to the football.
And as a former defender, I can tell you that when a quarterback scrambles and picks up a 1st down on 3rd down, that's usually demoralizing for a defense. But when he coughs it up in doing so, elation results after that.
A new lease on life, so to speak.
No doubt about it.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's got room.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will push the lead up to 5.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters.
On the stick. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on third down, Lawrence. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Reed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And now both of these defenses have something to brag about following this one, each with a pick 6 today.
They are even there, but we still have to decide a winner, don't we, partner? And what they really want to brag about after this one is getting that W. The turnovers are great. Can they make plays now that tilt the balance in their favor?
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Hey, Delta. Go. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught at the 10. It's a big play there for Miami. 54 yards.
Hey, exit. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big pickup of 38.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This offense so far on third down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Mahomes going to throw. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And this is caught, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year.
And the Chiefs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target,
and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Now Lawrence.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And 3rd and 1 now.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Now Lawrence on first down. This will be caught. It's Waddle.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 33.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Goes right side, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, you. Hey, back up.
Throwing again here, it's Lawrence.
And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Mahomes going to throw it here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
All right, just go ahead and say it with me. That was a
mistake,
yes,
for sure.
Without a doubt, because at some point, put your foot in the ground, get upfield, and get down protecting the ball. Don't go out of bounds, because when you go out of bounds, you're really just helping the defense.
Yeah, not to be too hyperbolic, but it's like giving the D an extra timeout, isn't it?
It certainly is. Gives them a chance to regroup, and it means you have to snap the ball an additional time, which always means the possibility of a mistake.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Back to throw. Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their 1st. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base.
Hey, hold it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. A final shot now for Lawrence. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that. And we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
The extra point here is good, but the late touchdown can only draw the score a bit closer as this game is over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final.